flare-ups, fatigue, rapid weight loss, unfortunately, is something that I experience. Feeling nauseous is also another one that I experience. I think it's important also to explain your extreme symptoms. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Game of Crohn's. I'm here in Joshi. Today what we're going to be talking about is having that uncomfortable conversation about poo. So of course, if you have Crohn's and colitis, you are going to have a very uncomfortable relationship with the toilet. But how can you have this conversation with the people closest to you to help alleviate some of the potential early shame you might have, just to allow the people closest to you to have a way to support you? I think the first thing is to explain your symptoms. People with Crohn's and colitis won't have a one-fits-all type of reaction to symptoms. Everyone will have different symptoms. So for instance, my symptoms are flare-ups, fatigue, rapid weight loss, unfortunately, is something that I experience. Feeling nauseous is also another one that I experience. And regular visits to the loo. I'm fortunate that when I am more regular and I'm feeling triggered, I reach the 8 to 10 limit per day when it's extreme for me. I'm aware that there are people who have Crohn's or colitis where their habit is like 30, 40 times a day. So, you know, if that is a symptom, then definitely try to express this to the people closest to you, because they will want to support you, but we need to allow them to. I think it's important also to explain your extreme symptoms and extreme situations. So one of the people that has supported me throughout my journey over the last sort of 5 years, 6 years is my best friend. And so, you know, shout out to Sam. I was just diagnosed when this happened. But Sam and I were going for a walk. This was during lockdown, so you know we were only allowed to meet up with one person to go for a walk. So we went for a long walk. It was nice, lots of nature. I then was, because this was during the peak of my flare and where I was not fully in control of my symptoms, and I was desperate to go for a poo, and everywhere was closed. We were about an hour away on foot from sort of like the nearest shop. So the only thing I could do was so I had to crawl into like a big bush basically and unload there. So, you know, it wasn't the most civilized thing I did, but there was no other option for me. It's either that or shit my pants. And I was not going to do the latter. So, you know, luckily I had tissues with me. We had bottle of water, because I always carry a bottle of water with me so I could wash my hands. But my friend, because he was a part of the journey with me, because I was very open about the symptoms I had and what I was feeling, and then I was diagnosed with Crohn's a month before we went on this walk. He was supportive. He didn't judge me, you know. He helped me by guarding the area, so then, you know, nobody'd be startled if they saw me, and vice versa. But you know, this was in the middle of like a nature reserve, like where there was no one there, so it was fine. But these are the kind of extreme things that could happen, and it's important to explain it. So how can family and friends support you? If you're open with them and you explain to them how you feel and the symptoms that you have, then this should open up a opportunity for the people closest to you to step in and just listen. Try to be non-judgmental when it comes to your toilet habits, because obviously, you know, people either like make fun of it or it makes them uncomfortable. But ultimately, like, you know, if they can create a judgment-free zone, that is a brilliant way to support yourself and also just strengthen the relationship. And also what people can do to support could be to just offer any kind of support with taking you to the hospital or GP from time to time if you need someone there, helping out with any kind of cooking. Like my partner, when I had an extreme flare where I had a fever and hallucinating and stuff, you know, this was before we were living together, she came and made lots of anti-inflammatory dishes. She brought loads of apples and made this kind of like apple sauce thing that I could add with some kefir, and that really helped alleviate a lot of the flare-ups for me. So these kind of small sort of contributions by your loved ones can seriously support your journey with Crohn's or colitis, but also contributes to just improving your well-being, because you don't feel like you're sort of alone within this journey, and you also don't feel like you're having to hide your Crohn's or your colitis, because ultimately it is a chronic disease and we need to be open about it. The end goal is to just prioritize your well-being, and this way you have that buy-in from the people closest to you, and that will help everyone involved. So that's why you should have this uncomfortable conversation about your toilet habit. Make sure you subscribe, and also I'll be posting videos about my journey with nutrition, my journey with Crohn's, and my journey with Crohn's well-being, whether it's exercise or promoting healthy sleep. So stay tuned for more, and please stay healthy.